How did I get lucky enough to find one of these? Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Tech Today. Now this wasn't exactly an episode I was planning on doing today, but as I went into my local Best Buy to get a copy of Mario Odyssey, this was sitting on the table at the front door. I literally had no intention of ever getting one of these, only because of how limited the stock was. I wanted one, but I knew there was not much of a chance. So when I saw this, I picked it up immediately, and let's do an unboxing video.
Okay, and here's the Super Nintendo Classic. So first of all, I'm really excited about Star Fox 2, never before released game. We finally get to play it. And here's a list of all the games. I'm really excited for Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Mario Kart, all the games I used to play as a kid. It's rated T, which is interesting. A little bit about the Super NES controller, and just says classics on top, and regulatory information on the bottom. So let's go ahead and open this up. First of all, there's no tape on it, which is makes it easier. It's nice that I don't have to cut into the box at least. Try to preserve the box as much as possible. And all right, get this slid out here. And the first thing we get is looks like a little manual here. It says Super Mario World. I see Super Metroid. Looks like probably instructions and maybe a little short description of all the games that come on it. I'll check that out later. And first thing we have here is a controller. So let's take a look at this. The plastic actually feels maybe a little cheaper than I remember the Super Nintendo controller feeling. But all the buttons feel nice. They have good travel. They're good click to them. And they have this classic style connector. So overall, I think it's a pretty good remote. And it's awesome that Nintendo included two of them and didn't force you to buy a second controller if you want to play two-player games. Because they tend to do weird stuff, like not include a charger with a 3DS. And speaking of charger, here's the charging brick. Nintendo branded. And let's see what the output is here. 5 volts, 1.5 amps. So pretty much any standard USB can power the Super Nintendo, which is good because I think I'm going to connect it to my computer for power. Got our power cable itself here. Looks like it's micro USB. It's too bad they didn't opt to use USB-C. It's kind of becoming a standard now, but it doesn't really matter for just a power cable like this. And of course they included Nintendo branded HDMI cable. That's another thing they didn't have to include, but it's really nice that they did. And now let's take a look at the star of the show here. And it looks just like an old Super Nintendo. And it looks like the switches actually work, which is a really cool touch here. Of course, the slot itself doesn't work, and the controller ports here are actually fake. Super Nintendo control box, HDMI port, and that micro USB on the back. Then we turn around here and we pull this front cover off. We'll see the real controller ports hidden underneath here. It's too bad they couldn't design the port to have a similar design to the original controllers. But overall, pretty nice here. So the eject button doesn't work. But yeah, very cool. Alright, and that's the Super Nintendo Classic.
Now, it's really tempting just to take the Super Nintendo Classic and put it on eBay and make a little bit of money on it. But I think I'm actually going to set it up and let my kids experience some of the games that I played when I was their age. So I'm really happy I found this. I just got extremely lucky. I hope you guys can get lucky too and find your own SNES Classic. So anyway, thanks for watching.